Hi, my name is Supervisor Patrick, and I'll be your guide. Today, we're running the 304 route. The 304 route runs from the Encinitas Transit Center to the Palomar College, and then back again. However, it takes 4 different ways to get there. These are called the 4 variants. So we'll run the 304 route and explore the 4 variants. How do you know which variant you're running? That's going to be on your paddle. It's not the purpose of today's video to teach you how to read a paddle, and the dispatchers can help you out with that in the beginning. But basically, if your paddle says Saxony Road, that's variant A. If it says Garden View, that's variant B. If it says La Costa High School, that's variant C. And then we have variant D. But at the end of this video, it'll all be clear.
Ready? Well, let's get started. We will begin the 304 route at the Encinitas Transit Center. The first variant will be variant A, via Saxony Road. As always, keep your speed down to 5 miles per hour throughout the transit station. Come to a complete stop at these 2 stop signs before making your right turn onto D Street. Be sure to rock and roll, clear your blind spots, and as you turn right, get into the left lane. We are making a left turn at Vulcan, and this is key. Variant A is the only route that makes a left onto Vulcan. The other 3 variants turn right. Proceed to Encinitas Boulevard. Make a right onto Encinitas Boulevard. There are usually people walking to and from downtown and the beach in this intersection, so be sure to square your turn. We will be making a left turn at Saxony past the freeway, but stay in the right lane to service this one stop along this block. You will want to get into the left lane as soon as possible, but there's always a lot of traffic along here. Activate your left turn signal, take your time, be safe. For every major or fatal accident, there are 29 close calls and 300 unsafe acts. The only way to reduce the possibility of having an accident is to reduce the 300 unsafe acts. You may have some bad habits developed as a driver over time, but as a professional driver, you need to think of safety first. This first left turn lane is a freeway on-ramp. Reduce your unsafe behaviors, and you will reduce the risk and be safer. This is your turn lane. Now make the left onto Saxony. We all understand close calls. We've all had them. Some have had more than others, and that's the point. Some drivers have more close calls because they take more shortcuts and take more unnecessary risk. Be conscious of the risks you take and take the time to avoid them so that your chances of having an accident are reduced. Remember, for every 300 unsafe acts, there are 29 close calls and 1 catastrophic event. Note that this is a 25 mile per hour zone. The YMCA is on the left, and there are medical centers and senior facilities on the right. There are always cars pulling out along here, plus you have the unpredictable kids on bikes and skateboards. Note this area on the right. This is what is left of the Equi Poinsettia Ranch. They were the dominant industry in this area for just under 100 years. Anyways, we have a time point coming up on the near side of Saxony. Be sure to pull over here and check your time. If you are early, stand down until it is time to leave. Never leave a bus stop early. Most people wait until the last minute to arrive at the bus stop. As you turn right onto Leucadia Boulevard, run the bus out into the intersection parallel to the crosswalk to give you the widest view of the intersection, and begin your turn when your right shoulder is even with the curb on your right. Turn sharply right using the push-pull turning method, and watch your right rear tire to clear the curb. Continue up and over the hill through the Encinitas Ranch golf course. If you're going to drive a 40-foot bus around town, you need to be alert and fit. Ever feel like you are struggling to get through the day? Eating right and exercising 30 minutes a day can make a big difference. In fact, it's vital to a healthy lifestyle. Here are some tips to keep in mind. When possible, walk the stairs instead of taking the elevator. Living a healthy lifestyle means drinking a lot of water. It is recommended to drink 8-ounce glasses of water a day. That's a half a gallon. When you stay hydrated, you improve your energy and increase your mental and physical performance. It also helps remove toxins and waste products from your body. Being hydrated can even keep your skin healthy, help you lose weight, reduce headaches and dizziness, and improve your digestion. All that just from drinking lots of water. So let's do the easy, free stuff first. It is best to drink throughout the day, not just when you are feeling thirsty. If you are feeling thirsty, you are probably already dehydrated. That is El Camino Real coming up. There is one stop here to service, then merge left to continue straight through El Camino Real. It'd be a good idea to start hydrating near the end of your shift. On a hot day, plan on drinking even more water. Keep a water bottle with you at all times. Long walks are a great low-impact alternative. Use a pedometer and try to get in 10,000 steps a day. That amounts to about 5 miles of walking. Approach this intersection with caution, however. It is manned with a red light camera. Last I checked, if you get a ticket for running one of these camera lights, you will pay in excess of $400. And last I checked, MV is not going to pay that ticket. Leucadia Boulevard turns into a Leavenhagen Road as it crosses El Camino Real. Let's continue ahead. You will find that there are a lot of benefits from exercising. It improves your mood, helps manage your weight, strengthens your muscles, helps you sleep better, improves heart and lung function, helps you deal with stress, and the key is, just get started. Small steps can make a big difference in your health. Go for a walk, eat more fruits and vegetables. Note the merge left sign? We will want to change one lane over. We are approaching the intersection of Leavenhagen and Rancho Santa Fe Road. All of the variants converge here at some point. This is a common location to all of the variants. Note that Leavenhagen Road has turned into Rancho Santa Fe Road. The 304 continues on up Rancho Santa Fe all the way up into San Marcos. However, let's put Variant A on hold and return to the Encinitas Transit Center to begin Variant B. Variant B will bring us to this point. Alright, we are back at the Encinitas Transit Center to begin the 304 Variant B. Remember that if you see Garden View on your paddle, that signifies Variant B. Make your right turn onto D Street. And then another right turn onto Vulcan. Remember, we made a left turn onto Vulcan for Variant A, but for B, we make a right turn. Continue past the upper level of the Transit Center, stopping at E Street, then continue straight. If a customer attempts to board without the proper fare or with an invalid pass, the operator can request the appropriate fare once, but only once, and then allow the customer to board. Operators will not engage in fare disputes. The operator will not attempt to confront, deny service to, or eject any passenger from a coach due to a fare dispute. If a customer makes a habit of providing insufficient or no fare, The operator should contact the dispatcher, push the event button, and continue in service unless otherwise instructed. Operators are to make a reasonable attempt to collect the proper fares and valid transfers. A polite request or reminder should always be the approach. If the customer has no fare, politely tell them they may ride this time, but please have the appropriate fare the next time. Always give your customers the benefit of the doubt. We are approaching the Vulcan-Santa Fe intersection, where we will be making a left turn. The temple on the right is known as Swami's, and there is a pedestrian beach access tunnel under the tracks here, so there is always a lot of pedestrian traffic. As you approach the intersection, begin scanning all points for vehicle, pedestrian, and bicycle traffic. This is a three-way stop. Keep your eyes moving to monitor the pedestrian and bike traffic. Make eye contact with the other drivers and use your left blinkers to let them know that you intend to turn left. Make your left turn. Continue up the hill. You will meet customers with differing needs daily. For example, it may be a parent with an infant, a person who cannot read or speak English, or a visually impaired person who needs your help boarding safely. In your capacity as a professional bus operator, you will be judged not only by customers with the various needs themselves, but also by their fellow customers, who will be watching closely as you interact with them. You, therefore, have many opportunities to project a caring, concerned, and professional manner, even if you get busy. Yield through this traffic circle. There's a Scripps Hospital on the left. We normally have passengers along here, so be on the lookout. Continue under the freeway overpass. Deliver assistance in an appropriate manner. Appropriate means in whatever way the customer has identified as the most helpful. You may assume that what you are doing to help is fulfilling the needs of the customer, while actually you may be damaging their self-esteem or physically hurting them. Treat customers with respect. Although customers differ in their needs, they all want to be treated in the same courteous, professional manner. The San Diego Academy is on the left. We will be coming this way again, so I'm going to jump ahead to our next left turn, which will be El Camino Real. Make your left turn on El Camino Real, scan all points, rock and roll to clear your blind spots, and expect the unexpected. We are approaching the intersection of Encinitas Boulevard and El Camino Real. Another key to running Variant B is that we continue straight through this intersection, whereas Variants C and D make a right turn here. Also note on the right that this is another red light camera intersection. I believe the only camera lights left in San Diego County are these two in Encinitas and the 3 lights down in Del Mar. Most of you are probably familiar with this busy stretch of El Camino that runs through downtown Encinitas, and the many stoplights. So let's jump ahead to Garden View. This is Garden View, and here is the Garden View El Camino Real time point. Remember, the way to recognize variant B is that you will see this Garden View time stop on your paddle. We now continue north on El Camino Real. Our next landmark is a Home Depot, which is telling us that our right turn onto Olivenhain is coming up. Scan the intersection, look left, right, then left again. Remember that there is a red light camera here. Make the right turn. We've seen this stretch of Olivenhain already while running the variant A, so we'll skip ahead. We've been in the right lane and now need to merge left. So once again, we have arrived at the intersection of Olivenhain and Rancho Santa Fe. That is Rancho Santa Fe coming in from the right. Variant B now continues straight on up the road into San Marcos. Alright, let's put Variant B on hold and return to the Encinitas Transit Center to explore Variant C. Variant C is identified on the paddle with the presence of the La Costa Canyon High School time point. Leaving the transit center, turn right on D Street, and again we are turning right on Vulcan. So that's B, C, and D variant all turn right on Vulcan. Remember, A made a left. Proceed to Santa Fe and make that left turn up the hill. Note the bicyclist on the right. Let's jump ahead to the freeway. Bicyclist. Slow down, share the road with bicyclist. When passing a bicyclist, proceed in the same direction slowly and have 3 feet between the bus and the bike. When turning left and a bicyclist is approaching in the opposite direction, wait for the rider to pass. If you're turning right and a bicyclist is approaching from behind on the right, let the rider go through the intersection first, and always use your turn signals. 24% of all crashes occur in intersections. We need to be alert at every intersection, every time. When you enter the green zone, which is 30 seconds away from the intersection, eliminate distractions, get in the right lane, and scan for hazards. When you enter the yellow zone, which is 15 seconds away from the intersection, reduce your speed. Take the room that you need, look for pedestrians and bicycles, and when you enter the red zone, which is 5 seconds from the intersection, rock and roll looking for pedestrians and bicycles. Look left, right, left again through the intersection. Cover your brake. Safety at intersections requires you to be consistently safe every day, every shift, and every turn. It is important to make eye contact with pedestrians. We are approaching El Camino Real, and we will be making a left-hand turn. Now let's jump ahead to Encinitas Boulevard. This is where variant C and D differ from the previous two variants. These variants, C and D, make a right turn on Encinitas Boulevard. Tips for making left turns. Drivers should signal early, at least 150 feet before the intersection. Walk your bus at 5 miles per hour around the turn. Make sure crosswalks are clear before crossing. Come to a complete stop and look left, right, and left again before proceeding. Off-tracking and tail swing should be constantly monitored with mirrors. Always rock and roll in your seat and check your blind spots. When stopped, waiting for the turn, wheels should be pointing straight ahead. Willow Springs crosses Encinitas Boulevard at the top of the hill. There's one more stop far side on the right, then merge left. We will be making a left turn onto Rancho Santa Fe Road. This is Rancho Santa Fe approaching now. Make your left turn. And here is your Encinitas Boulevard, Rancho Santa Fe time point. This is a busy rural road with a lot of four-way stop signs along the way. So for the sake of time, let's jump ahead. I do want to point out this little red barn on the left, however. This is a spot we will start variant D at, and I'll use the red barn as a landmark. Rancho Santa Fe is now merging with Olivenhain. This is essentially where we left off with variants A and B. Olivenhain Road now becomes Rancho Santa Fe Road. Variant D continues up the road. Sometimes, in spite of our best efforts, disruptive behaviors can occur. Avoid confrontations with customers, no matter what the cause. Many disruptive episodes can be avoided or turned around if we are able to anticipate potential problems. The more we get to know our customers, the easier this will be. It is most important to remember not to take a person's behavior personally. This is at Sprouts Big 5 Shopping Center on your right. That is your landmark that your right turn on Camino de los Coches is coming up. Note that there is one more stop in the turn lane here. Make the right turn, continue a couple of blocks to La Costa Canyon High School. Be careful of the bicyclist. Be extra vigilant in school zones and residential neighborhoods. Watch for bikes coming from driveways and or from behind parked cars. Check side mirrors before opening doors. Here is the La Costa Canyon High School, and here is the time point. Pull over here and check your time before leaving. Continue straight Some people have mental disabilities or mental illness and are acting out of anxiety, not because of you. So knowing this, if you respond in an aggressive, defensive manner, the situation will probably escalate. But if you respond in a calm, courteous manner, the situation will likely diffuse. Your first statement in a tense situation will influence the attitude of the customer. Arguing will only provoke a confrontation. Our goal is to provide everyone with a safe, enjoyable experience and to get them to their destination in a timely manner. Remember, don't take it personally. And make a left turn on La Costa Avenue. We'll jump ahead. We are now approaching Rancho Santa Fe again. Variant C basically makes a big horseshoe detour around Rancho Santa Fe. Immediately around this turn is the La Costa Avenue, Rancho Santa Fe time point. Variant C would normally continue straight on Rancho Santa Fe up into San Marcos here, but we'll head back to that little red barn to check the Variant D route. Here is the red barn. Variant D would start out leaving Encinitas Transit Center with the same route as Variant C just did. Variant D is merging right onto Rancho Santa Fe Road. The big difference between Variants C and D is that D does not turn right on Camino de las Coches to service the high school, but rather continues straight on Rancho Santa Fe. We are crossing Calle Barcelona. I point Barcelona out because we will use it as a landmark on the return trip. Here is the shopping center on the right and Camino de las Coches. Do not turn. Variant D continues straight for 1 block. So here is La Costa Avenue, and the time point is on the far side. From this point, all the variants follow the same route, straight on Rancho Santa Fe into San Marcos. And we are now approaching the intersection of Rancho Santa Fe and San Marcos Boulevard. This intersection is essentially the center of North County. Continue straight. The time point is on the far side by the 7-Eleven. Most of us are probably familiar with San Marcos, so I'm going to jump ahead to cross the 78 freeway. Rancho Santa Fe Road finally T-intersects with Mission, and we make a right turn here. We're almost at the end of our run, but we have a railroad crossing up ahead first. This is an interesting S-turn crossing. First we have the stoplight. Activate the flashers, tap your brakes. Now here is the caution line. Come to a full stop. Proceed when safe and be sure the stoplight on the other side of the crossing is green. Turn your flashers off once the bus has completely cleared the tracks, and now continue straight. Once we cross Las Posas, urge left. You can see the Palomar College Transit Center on the left. Get into the turn lane. Turn left into the college. Then left again into the transit area. The 304 uses the number 1 stall. Congratulations, you have just completed the 304 with the 4 variants. MV, thanks you for your service.